The other day, I received a product launch email from one of my favorite pickleball brands, Yola, and to be honest, it could have been a lot better. So in this video, I'm gonna do a live breakdown of exactly what I noticed with their product launch email, what they did well with the email, as well as some major improvements that would have drastically improved the performance. And if you wait till the end of this video, I actually show you a redesign that my team and I did for Yola in their product launch. So as a fan of the brand, I only make this to, offer some fun suggestions for them because again, I love the brand. I've taken their paddles literally everywhere throughout the world. So let's get into it. Let's show you exactly how we would update Yola's product launch email to drive more conversions. I am in Figma at the moment and I have the current email that I received from Yola. Now let's break down exactly what I'm noticing here. And the first thing I want to kind of draw attention to is right here. So when you first open this email, this is exactly kind of what you would see above the fold. Above the fold, they don't have any call to actions, right? If you come here and you actually scroll, you see that down here we have the get access. Typically, we like to see in the hero section above the fold a headline and a call to action. Now you could have also a sub headline in there, but typically a headline as well as a call to action button because we want to maximize the amount of clicks we get in this email. The more clicks you get, the more people on the website, and then the more shots you guys have at converting. And so that's why it's super, super important to make these emails optimize for the click. And right now, if you open this email, if you were to see this right away, there's nowhere to click. If we take a look at their email copy, there's one big whiff, right? Imagine it's just a big old lob. They're here and just a big whiff, right? And that is that they are mentioning that this drop is coming this Friday, right? But you can't, it's so buried, right? It's so small. Something you have to remember is when you're viewing an email, right, we want it to be skimmable. We want the most important information to be as bold in our face. We don't want to dig for information. We don't want to read. We just want to know what the most important information is. And for this, it's literally, hey, it's dropping this Friday. Something I actually had to find on their website that I felt like it was another miss, and that is that this is a limited quantity, limited drop paddle. If we take a look at their website here, you can see that this is a limited release offer, right? They also have another notice here, right? Due to limited quantities, orders are restricted to one per customer, right? And so they are clearly creating a lot of scarcity and urgency, but the email at the moment doesn't really reflect this. So this was another change that we're like, hey, we want to highlight this, right? Urgency and scarcity do really, really well with emails anytime you have a specific quantity, a specific deadline, right? So we're combining both the fact that this is launching on Friday with the fact that it is a limited quantity that's only going to increase clicks, drive more attention, drive more urgency. And lastly, this is something that they could have done. It's not necessarily something that was super important, but going a little bit more into the product itself, right? Having a little product section, maybe a few features and benefits about this new paddle, right? Again, that doesn't necessarily need to be happening with a product launch, but because you are featuring this product, it is a great way to just like kind of notify and educate a little bit more on the product, increase the clicks because you would have a few more buttons, and it would just be another way to kind of add a little bit more substance to this email. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead into the redesign of this product launch email. Now, I've already designed this email, but if you're actually curious on how we design high converting emails, let me know in the comments and I can actually make a video from scratch, zero to, high converting email of what that process actually looks like. But the first thing I do want to touch on is our copy. So over here, you can see we have our copy here, everything including the subject lines, the preview text, and then, yeah, you can see everything is broken down. Top banner, hero section. We then have a transition line, right? Because again, we wanted to highlight that it was when it was dropping and the quantity. And so Claude knew that that was an important section and it wanted us to include that right away at the top. Then we have a 3 icon benefit row, right? And then what's inside, as well as then that footer and to finish this email. So this is the copy, and again we then already had it designed, so let's show you exactly what that redesign looks like. Let's just get right into it. This is variation number 1 and this is variation number 2. So very different, very, very different from what they had, and I think in a good way, right? Out of these two, I will say this one is probably my favorite. This one's great, but the only reason why I don't necessarily like this one as much is the fact that, again, if we think about above the fold, I want to make sure that that call to action is right there. And if we come to this one, it kind of feels like this the original email where we're not seeing a call to action button. So if I absolutely had to pick, right, if I absolutely had to pick, I would actually choose this one. So for the sake of this video, let's just compare these two and let's kind of analyze it. So right away, if you were to open this email, you saw the left side or you saw the right side, be honest, which one would be more interesting? Which one would you be more willing to continue reading? Which one would you actually click on right away? Be honest. If you actually have an answer, let me know in the comments. If we look at this one that we did, right, we have the headline, and you can see we're adding the fact that it has that like horse or that stallion image kind of like shadow in this text, right? And that just like little details like that go such a long ways. Again, if we look at their current email, you see the drop this Friday, but it's so buried, right? You have to read all of it. Versus if you come over here and you're just scanning, you do the scan test, there's no question on when this is dropping. And this is a common mistake I see a lot of brands make, is the most important copy is just kind of buried within all this messaging. At the end of the day, when you're charging $250+ for a paddle like this, you need to make sure every branding is on point that can demand that price. An email is no different, right? If you're just sending out an email like this, you slap on a photo, you add some text, and you put a button, that just doesn't really cut it. Not only is it going to result in low performance, but your brand appearance, right? When you're known for selling $200+ paddles and you're the leader in the space, you need to put attention to your emails. Again, email, when done right, can literally be 30 to 50% of all your store revenue. And so you want to make sure that you leave a good lasting impression. And a good way to do that is just making nice converting emails like this. Okay, so there you have it. That is a redesign of a high converting email for this brand's product launch email. Let me know what you guys think. Again, the biggest thing we wanted to focus on was that above the fold section, we wanted to draw that copy out, highlight the most important sections, as well as add a little bit more life, add a little more about the product, and just kind of elevate the brand as a whole. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this email that we created is better? Would you click on it? Do you think it performs better? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious on what you guys think. And if you guys have any more suggestions on different video ideas, do you like this style? Is there a certain style that you like? Let me know. I'm just, trying to figure out this whole YouTube game, and I just want to provide as much value and just educate as much as I can. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you guys in the next one.